Good evening. Welcome you all for today's session, Data Serialization in C. So in the previous session, we have discussed about the logic operators in C, input-output programming in C. And in this session, we are going to discuss about the data serialization in C. So data serialization is the process of converting data structures or objects into a format that can be stored or transmitted and reconstructed later. In C programming, data serialization is often done manually using functions to convert data into byte streams. So the basic concepts of data serialization, is serialization, deserialization, byte stream, and DNS. Serialization means nothing but converting data into a format that can be stored or transmitted. Deserialization is nothing but reconstructing data from its serialized format. Byte stream is a sequence of bytes that represent the serialized data. Endianness is that refers to the order in which bytes are stored in memory. It can be big endian or little endian. So these are the types of data serialization. And next one is, here we can see the manual serialization and using structs. Manual serialization, we have to write custom functions to convert each data type into read and write them sequentially into a buffer, right? And it requires careful handling of endianness. Example, we have to convert integer to their binary representation byte by byte and store them in an array. So using structs means here we have to define a structure that represents the data structure to be serialized. Use pointer arithmetic to access individual bytes. It provides a structured way to organize data. So it requires careful alignment and padding considerations. So at last we conclude that data serialization in C involves converting data structures into byte streams for storage or transmission. So the various techniques such as manual serialization and using structures can be employed depending on the complexity of the data and the requirements of the applications. So these are the basic serializations of a data serialization in C. Like it is a process of converting data structures or objects in a particular format that can be stored or transmitted and reconstructed later. Okay. As we discussed, it is often done manually using functions to convert practically like basic concepts: serialization, deserialization, byte stream, endianness, and also includes all these concepts which can be used for the serialization of data. So in this serialization, we have to write custom functions to convert each data type into and then write them sequentially into a buffer. So as I discussed, by using structs is nothing but it is used to define a struct that represents the data structure which is represented by struct to be serialized. So we have to use pointer arithmetic to access individual bytes. So we provide a structured way to organize data. So it requires careful alignment and padding considerations. So these are the types of functions. These are the types of functions. Also here in conclusion, the data serialization in C involves converting data structures into byte streams For storage or transmission, the various techniques such as manual serialization and using structs can be employed depending on the complexity of the data and the requirements of applications. Thank you.